Welcome besties, and now let me walk you through on how to draft a basic skirt pattern that you can use to sew just anything. This is going to be a pencil skirt pattern that can guide you through sewing any kind of skirt, okay, like you see on the screen. And it's going to be a contoured hip pattern drafting as well. So if you're interested in this kind of video, please do want to watch to the end, like, comment, and share. And without wasting much of our time, now let's dive into this video. So I'll be making use of this pattern paper to draft out these sketch that we're about to make right now, or this sketch pattern drafting rather. So from the top of my pattern paper, I marked out I drew out a straight line. Now we'll be tagging that straight line as our waist area. Okay. Now from my waist, I am coming down by 8 inches to my hip circumference. You can go down by 9.5, 10, depending on the person's measurement. But for mine, I am going down by 8 inches because that is where my hip area falls in. Now you can take your client or your hip measurements, the area, by just placing your tape on your waistline and then landing it on the widest part of your hip. Just measure from the side, okay, so you don't get the wrong measurements. Now from now again, we are going to get my knee length. All right. Now my knee length I marked at 20 inches. Right. The same way you measure, place your tape on your waist and then measure down to your knee. All right. Now, bear in mind that I said in the beginning of this video that you can use this skirt pattern to sew any kind of skirt. You can use it to make a mermaid skirt, a pencil skirt, a long skirt, a short skirt, any kind of skirt at all that you want to make. So you're going to alter some things depending on the kind of skirt you're making, and trust me to walk you through on that in my upcoming videos. Okay. And now from my waist, I measure down to my skirt length, which is 24 inches. For this, you're just drafting a short pencil skirt, okay? But do not forget that I said that it's going to be a guide or a pattern for in every other skirt that we'll be making on this channel. So anytime you see me making a skirt, it's going to be with this pattern, no matter the kind of skirt that we're making. All right. Now we are going to go ahead to get our underbutt measurements. So that on the screen is a guide on how to get underbutt measurements. You either take your measurement from the back from your back butt, okay, from your waist to your underbutt, the same way we measured our underbutt, right? Take your measurement like so, or you follow the measurement that just popped up on your screen. You can go up from your knee length using 6 inches, 7 inches, 11 inches, depending on the person's measurement. I put up a prompt on the screen for you to see before now. All right. And now I'm just going to go ahead and mark that, and I'll be labeling that our under butt or under hip. All right. Let me just use under hip. All right. For you know that is your under butt measurement. Okay. Now that that is done, I'm just going to go ahead and impute our measurements. Now, every circumference, like everything we need for this. Now, for my hip and my waist, I'll be dividing my measurements by 4 inches, right? Whatever thing we get from there will be a guide for us getting our underbutt and our knee measurements. Okay, now my waist divided by 4, it gave me that you see on the screen. Then I'm just going to go ahead and add 1 inch for that measurement, right? And now my hip divided by 4 gave me 11 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and mark that at 11 inches. Okay, now for my butt measurement, I'm just going to remove 1.5 inches. That is 1.5 inches from my hip measurement to get my underbutt measurement. All right, you see what I popped up on the screen before now. That would be a guide for you to get your underbutt depending on your measurement, right? Now from my hip to get my knee, I'll be subtracting 2 inches. So if the person is below, me, I'm of an average, my hip is 44. So if the person is measurement is below mine, you can do less than that, or above mine, you can do above that. Okay, follow what you saw me put on the screen before now. Take a screenshot if needed. That will be your guide. That is the best thing to do. Just go back, take a screenshot, and keep it for future references. Now, what I got at my knee, I just marked it down to the hem of the skirt. Now, this is me placing my curves to get my hip curve, and then connect every dot, all right, together. Did you see the one I'm placing my ruler and my hip cup to get my hip? Yeah, just do the same thing like that now. Okay, so this is going to be tagged as the front pattern. Remember, while cutting this on your fabric, you have to fold the front into two, right? Now let's go ahead and mark our dart. Now to get your dart, use your nipple to nipple measurements to get your dart on your skirt. So now my dart is 4 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and mark that at 4 inches from the center. Okay. And now from that point, I'm going down by 5 inches. All right. This works perfectly for me. You can go by 4, but for me, 5 works perfectly for me. And now I'm just going to mark half inch on both sides, like you see me do right now. And I'm going to be connecting that to the point where my dart is going to stop. If you've watched this part and you've not subscribed, my dear, do what to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Okay, that's the best thing you can do for my channel right now. All right, thank you very much. Now that that is done, we've basically gotten what we needed for this front pattern. Okay, now if you are attaching this to an upper bodice, this is perfectly okay. But if you're making a skirt, like a skirt and blouse, right, you're not at it's not a gown, you're making a skirt and blouse, just go ahead and go up from the side by half inch and then connect it like you see me doing right now, because know that our waistline, the size is higher than the center and the back, right? So now that that is done, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and then attach my sewing allowances. So for my sewing allowance, I'll be attaching 1.5 inches from there. Then at that down part, I'll be adding 2 inches. So if I'm making a short skirt, that 2 inches at that down part is going to be the area where I'll be folding in my material from, right? But if I'm making a long skirt, I'll be eliminating that completely. I wouldn't be needing that at all. All right. Like I said, in any of the skirts we're going to be making on this channel, this pattern is what you will always see me use. All right. So go ahead, just pay close attention. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. All right. Now that that is done, I'm just going to go ahead and use my curve to connect all of the dots together like so. All right, and then do the needful, which is just cutting it out. Okay, if you've watched this point, like I said, and you've not subscribed, please do what to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much, because I would like to have you as part of this family. Okay, and if you've watched to this point, just comment skirt in the comment section. Let me see those that are active. Let me see the ones that watch this point. Just in the comments, type skirt in capital letters. That's all you need to do. Okay. I want to see those that watch to this point and see those that have been active up until now. All right. Let's get that popping in the comment section. Okay. Asap, asap, asap. All right. So thank you guys so much. And I appreciate you all for being here. So now that this is done, we are now going to go ahead and label that. So that part now is the side front, and the other part is the center front. All right. Remember, when cutting your center skirt, your front skirt, it has to be on fold on your fabric. All right. So let's not forget that. And then the other down part is just let me just label that fold. Okay. So I don't get confused. Now we're going to go ahead and mark out the back part. So for every line that we marked on the front side, I'm just going to extend those lines to use them in cutting or marking the back side of the skirt. Now remember all these lines, right? That is the waistline, hip line, underbouts, knee line, and then the hem of the skirt, just in case you've forgotten. And I will also label that so that you don't get confused. All right. So that is the line that I'm marking out right now, or that I've already marked out. Okay, now all I'm doing is just to label this part so that we don't get confused or forget whatsoever thing that we're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark a straight line on that part, okay, just to indicate the side or where the center back of this skirt. So that line is just going to be an indication of the center back of this skirt. Okay, now that that is done, so my measurement is going to be starting from that line that I just drew right now. All right, now from that line that I made right now, I'm just going to go ahead and measure 2 inches as our zipper allowance. Right, like I said, if you have any questions, please do want to drop it in the comment section below, and I will go ahead to answer whatsoever question that you have. All right, or if you have any sketch or anything that you want us to make using this pattern, just drop it in the comments and I will attend to you. Unless I forget, we'll be using this pattern to make the skirt that you guys requested on the poll that we made earlier. Okay, sorry it's coming late. Yeah, I have my reasons, but we're just going to use this pattern for it. So please do pay good attention or great attention in this video. Okay, now we'll have to go ahead and mark out our waist measurement. So that part now is just the zipper allowance, just bear that in mind. And now before we measure out our waist measurements, if you look at the screen, you see that the human body or the female part of the body, the back is curvy, it is not straight at all. So for that, we'll be going in by 1 inch from the waistline. Please excuse the noise in the background in case you're just hearing any motor sounds. It's just my neighbor driving out. All right, please pardon the noise, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So now that I've marked 1 inch on that part, so from that 1 inch, that is where I'll be marking my waist measurement from. Right, now I'll be adding extra 1 inch for my dart measurement. Now for my hip measurement, I'll be starting from the zipper allowance proper. This is where the whole contouring thing happens, right? So I'm just going to go ahead. My hip measurement divided by 4, remember it's 11, right? So I'm just going to be marking 11 at that point, right? No extra inches added. Now to get our butt contour, I'm just going to go back from my hip. I'm just going to go back down by 1 inch, right, on my under butt. Let's go down by 1 inch and then mark that all the way down. You can go down, you can remove 0.75 inches, or you can remove 1.25, and depending on how curvy you want it to be. But for mine, 1 inch is okay for me. So whatever thing you remove on that part, go ahead and mark it all the way down and connect those curves together like you see me do. All right, and then blend the curve on that butt part. So for me to measure my hip measurement right now, I will just for me to measure my under butt, right, I'm going to go ahead and remove 1.5 inches, just like we did at the front. And that measurement is starting from that 1 inch, that line there, that is where it is starting, right? So I'll just go ahead and measure that. And then for my knee, I'll be removing 2 inches like we did at the front, just to get my knee line and then down to the hem of this skirt. Right, now all I'm going to do is just to go ahead and use my ruler and connect the curves together. Now this might not look that curvy like the front side. Do not mind at all. That's the way it is supposed to be, because remember we added our curves on the butt part, right? So just do not fret, do not be afraid. We are still on track. By the time you finish on your skirt and then you're wearing it, the curve is going to, like, you will see the way it's going to hug your butt. Okay, that is what we call the butt contour. All right. I'm trying my best to make this video as fun and as educative as possible. All right, so now that this is done, we are going to mark out our new zipper allowance. So from that point, from this point right now, I'm just going to go ahead and mark 2 inches. Okay, so I'm marking 2 inches all the way down, and after I've marked that, I'm just going to go ahead and use my ruler and connect all the dots together. That will give us our new zipper allowance. Okay, capish? Kapush. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section for me, and I'll go ahead to answer every of your questions, all of them entirely. All right, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. All right, thank you. So like I said, that right there is going to be our new zipper allowance. Okay, do not mix that up at all. That's why you see me marking right now. I'm just going to go ahead and cut those places out. Right now, like we did for the front, we're just going to go ahead and impute our dart as well. Now for the back dart, I'm going in by 4 and I'm going down by 6. For the front one, we went down by 5. For the back, we're going down by 6, right? But for going in, we went in by 4, all the same. So now that we've marked our dart point like that, I'm just going to go ahead and mark half inch on both sides, just like we did at the front part, and I'll be connecting those lines together like that. Guys, if you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed, do want to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Be a part of this family, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay? And now, the same thing we did for the front part, we're going to be going up by half an inch on that part and then connecting it to our waistline like we did for the front part as well. Basically, everything we did at the front, we are doing that at the back. Now, Namira, I'm just going to, is just me extending these lines, and then for me to add the sewing allowances like we did for the front. Okay, now for my sewing allowance, it's just something as the front. I'll be adding 1.5 inches as well. Okay, remember we did that at the front, right? So just go ahead and that and mark out your 1.5 inches on, all the way down, and then mark 2 inches at the hem part of this skirt. That is the fold, right? Just like we did at the front area. So go ahead and connect all these dots together, and that is the last marking that you need to do, as long as making or getting your skirt pattern is concerned. Okay, and do not forget, like I said, if you're going to be joining this to an upper part, which is sewing a gown, that half inch that we added by the side is not necessary at all. But if you are not, if it's going to be like a skirt and blouse, go ahead and do that, right? And now I'm just going to go ahead and label this. So that this is the allowance. That this is the side back, and this is the center back of this skirt. All right. And I hope you're understanding me and you're understanding me very well. Okay, and that is the fold. So if it's going to be a short skirt, I'll be folding it from there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut this part out, and then I'm just going to do a final explaining. That is something that is very, very important, that is needed after or when drafting your skirt, or your when drafting your skirt pattern. Okay, so now I'm just going to say this. If what you're sewing is a high waist skirt, right? You see this pattern like it is right now, it is very, very okay. I'm going to say this again. If what you're making is a high waist skirt, okay, this pattern is perfect as it is, right? But if it is not a high waist skirt, that if the skirt is going to go below your navel, right? If it's not a high waist skirt, go ahead and mark out your band from this pattern, which is just 1.5 inches from this pattern. Just fold that area together, mark out 1.5 inches and cut it out, and also do what we call the front slope, which is going down at the front by 1 inch or half inch, depending. Okay, just to give your stomach the space that it needs. All right, hope you understand me. In one of my videos, I'm going to be showing you a practical example of what I'm saying right now. Okay, so this is me showing you how to mark out your 1.5 inches. It's going to have a band, and it's not a high waist skirt. But if it's a high waist skirt, my dear, this is perfectly okay. Just go ahead and just attach your band from your fabric, and you are good to go. So hope you guys enjoy this video. And like I said, in the next video we're going to be making, you're going to be seeing, it's just going to be me using this pattern to make a long skirt, like I promised you guys that I would. Okay, so until then, guys, stay creative, and do not forget to like, comment, share, and also do well to subscribe. Do not forget that. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.